I'm Miranda Rake.
And I'm Sarah Wheeler, and this is The Mother of It All, where we take on motherhood through the lens of culture and culture through the lens of motherhood.
Okay.
Look, I'm like higher than you. I'm going to lower. There we go.
I'm sitting on the floor
I
today.
lowered my seat. Now I'm like in when you go in for like your teacher's conference, parent teacher conference, and you end up sitting in like a chair made for a child.
Yes.
That's what my experience is right now. My
Mhm.
legs are like dangling onto the floor. Like what?
Nothing is humbling like that, where you go in and you're like, oh, it's okay. I'll just sit here.
Those teachers really know how to put you in your place.
Yes.
They're like, I
you're
have the
suddenly-
rolly chair and I am queen.
It's like when they tell
Or
all the
king. Or,
teachers
1 in 20 king.
they tell you to call them like their first name. And you're like, I don't feel comfortable with that.
Yeah. Even like when I worked in schools, I called my colleagues by their last names. You know?
Yeah. It's like,
Yes.
oh no, that's not your name.
Yes. Yeah.
So
You're not
well
a person.
before we talk about what we decided to talk about, I have to be honest about my head space, which is like bumpy because we're
What's
having
that?
some school issues, like not wanting to go. And then it's
So
not
that kid in your
always.
house is not a physically sick child.
No.
Oh,
This is the second time it's happened in like 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's just tough. And
Yes, it is.
like, it's like, we're kind of like with love, like, what do you do when, you can't, what are you going to do? Like, we actually went, and then I thought, okay, we're here. This is going to be fine now. And then, nope, no go. And
He
like,
came home like he wouldn't separate from you.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the counselor was like, I kind of felt like everyone was like they basically were kind of like, sometimes the parent is the
The problem.
problem.
Yeah. Yeah. They
And you're
really
like,
try to gaslight you.
it was really
when you're-
hard. And I was like, no, this is what panic looks like.
Yeah.
And I know that if I leave, that there could be some white knuckling through the next like 5 hours, but the child I would pick up like would potentially never come back
Mm-hmm. Yep.
if I do that. And so, but I now feel like I've been cast as like this crazy person who just doesn't make their kid do what they're supposed to make their kid do.
Yeah.
It's very complicated.
So do you want me to put on my educational psychologist hat?
You put on
Or
whatever
just
hat
listen,
feels
or just
appropriate.
listen? Okay. It's a tiara.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I mean, I do think there's a certain level of like there's always going to be a narrative with schools about like this is a parent issue. And like there's some, the reality of that is that most kids do like separate better when their parents do less and kind of have consistent expectations. So like on a behavioral level, that might be true, right? That like when parents kind of can step back and just be like, I don't even get out of the car or whatever, that the kids do get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I get what you're saying, that like
Mm-hmm.
what's the goal here? I think is a place to start. Is the goal that my kid go to school? Is the goal that my kid feel good? Is the goal that my family function?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
both of those things are hard on a family. A kid not going to school and a kid being super dysregulated because they are having a hard time at school.
Yeah, right. I don't even know. I think um I am thinking in the long term, it's like feel good about school, which has historically been the case. This
Yeah.
is new. This is like a few weeks. And I'm hearing a lot about some disciplinary vibes that are going on that are being read as like they're being received as like baffling punishments.
You're hearing that from him?
Yeah.
So he is telling you what he doesn't like about what's making it difficult for him to go to school.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, and then
that's
I feel like I'm
great start.
asking for help from people,
Ah,
and it's not
okay.
I don't know that it's I just am like, "Do are you surely you folks know about anxiety?"
Right, right,
But it
right.
doesn't feel like that.
Yeah,
So I don't know, and then I'm like, where I think this comes up in parenting all the time, where you're like, the line between overprotective and reasonably buffering
right.
for,
Am I
like, a child.
tracking my kid? Am I doing a good job tracking my kid, or am I kind of,
Yeah.
underestimating my kid? Yeah,
Right.
I mean,
Like,
there's
do I need to get
certainly
out of their way? And
right, right, right.
I don't know.
There's certainly a response to this that that I've seen parents do, which is like, school is not a choice. Here's
Yeah.
what is, um, we can change what we're doing after school or before school. We can, I mean, there's a conversation there. It's tough. And again, it brings up this line of like, when am I just respecting, like, helping my kid understand to, like, listen to themselves, and when am I kind of, like, not helping them be resilient. But there's a conversation that maybe could be had about, like, okay, so we tried to change the situation at school. It's not changing. It isn't great, but I don't know if this is true, but I think this is part of the analysis, but it's not
Yeah.
like, I don't think it's so bad. And so now my job with my kid is to figure out, if this is going to happen,
Mhm.
how are we gonna protect your feelings or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
How are
Yeah.
we gonna make you feel safe?
Yeah, it's hard when, you know right, like